Hey there shooters, Marcus Hahn with Precision Rifle Network. Today we're going to be talking about why you should be shooting a Precision 22. So Precision 22s are good for everybody. They're great for new shooters, but they're also really good for experienced shooters. Let me talk about the new shooters first. So anytime I'm trying to get somebody into shooting firearms, a lot of these folks have never shot before, maybe are afraid of firearms, and I'm trying to introduce them in a very controlled manner to shooting. I find that 22s are usually the best way to go. The cool thing about 22 is there's very little recoil, very little muzzle blast, so it doesn't induce a flinch, it doesn't cause them to become afraid of shooting the rifle. I think that's a great thing for new shooters. One of the worst things that we can do, of course, is get a new shooter onto something that recoils really heavy, produces a bunch of muzzle blasts, like get them shooting a 12 gauge or, you know, whatever Magnum hunting rifle. It just really isn't that conducive for them to learn the fundamentals of shooting. So I like to start people on a 22. The other thing I like when I start people on 22s is oftentimes we're talking about youth shooters, and the cool thing about 22 is we can have a more compact action, lighter weight package. Of course, this isn't one of them, but for my daughter, I have her shooting a Savage Rascal. It works very well because it's nice and short. She's able to get behind it, get a proper eye relief and all of that stuff. So I like starting shooters with a 22. The other cool thing about that Savage Rascal is it's single shot, and with a single shot we're able to control how many rounds are on the gun, and it's either 1 or 0. So the whole point of doing that is once that shot's been broken, we know that that firearm is safe. Of course, I still teach all the same firearm safety rules to my daughter and all the shooters that I take out. It just gives me a little bit of extra peace of mind knowing that they don't have a magazine with extra 9 rounds still in the gun. Now that I was talking about the larger 22s, and this one in particular is a Bergara B14R. This one mimics my match setup very well because it is a Remington 700 clone as far as the footprint goes. So we can drop it into this Magpul 700 chassis. It fits great, and it allows me to do a lot of practice that I normally would be doing with my centerfire rifle with my 22. So I get as much training as I would I get good quality trigger pulls. I actually get to see the results of wind and see impacts downrange, which I don't get if I'm just dry firing. I see how my bullets reacting to the environment, and I can make a second shot correction. So I really enjoy shooting Precision 22 even as an experienced shooter. The other benefit as an experienced shooter with shooting Precision 22, no reloading. And if we don't have to reload, that means more time out shooting. I know a lot of folks that would be much better shooters if they weren't chasing quarter-minute groups with their reloads, and instead they settled on a half-minute load and started to practice with it, get out to the range and train the skills that they need to actually become better shooters. Now, in subsequent videos, we'll be talking about some drills that we could be doing with Precision 22. We're going to talk about how to set up your rifle, what kind of stuff that I like to do with my 22s in particular, how I select my ammunition, my rifles. I'll go over a few of the setups that I like, and then finally we'll talk about some of the competitions that are out there. So if these things are interesting to you, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Sharing is always good for us as always, and make sure you click that bell, the notification icon, so as we release these future videos, you'll be able to see them first.